It's about that time.
Pre-record on my count. 7, 6, 5, 4.
Here we go, Roger.
On Insights, two eyes in the middle. INSiiGHTS, where we always talk the talk.
And that's not the show. Hello, everybody, and everybody, hello. This is Coach Clayton and Rick. We on the radio show. We bringing you this old jam because it's that time to be. I got my boy named Rick Brown. We call him Ricky G. What's up, Coach Clayton Cisco kid? Got a friend of mine. What's up, baby?
What's happening, baby boy? What's going on?
What's going on?
What's happening, Insights family? Hey, he's back. Look out, because he's feeling good. He's got the Coca-Cola right here, here,
that
and he's ready to go. Well, of course.
Yeah, I understand, but I thought you were talking about me being ready to go. That's what I thought. I didn't know you was talking about yourself. I thought you were talking about me.
Oh no, you are, because that intro was let's see, what's the proper word? Tight. It was tight. I loved it.
Okay. Well, we are ready to go. We got so much stuff happening on Insights these days that we get ready to blow it up. We get ready to do all that. Man, we've been struggling with Roku, trying to get material downloaded, trying to understand all the things that we need to understand to get on Roku. I was getting a little discouraged. I like stuff to happen now. I don't like it to be rolling in next week. I try to do it now.
Right.
And I actually got a chance to go on my Roku channel today.
Oh, wow.
And get a preview of Insights on Roku. Oh, I've been hyped ever since.
Game changer.
Oh, Rick, it's unreal. We get ready to have our stuff on Roku, have our own channel. We get ready to blow it up. The gentleman I got that's coming on today, he's going to talk about some things that he's doing, but we're going to have to put a lot of that on Roku as well. I mean, we got some stuff going June 25th, June 26th. We got a doggone virtual showcase that we're doing. We started to do a showcase and we got so much interest on it that we, from LA, Dallas, New York, Atlanta, so we decided we would make it virtual so that all these different people could be on it. Here's a little...
Back for Enterprises is sponsoring and a unique opportunity for independent singers, musicians, and performers to showcase their talent. Back for Enterprises is working in conjunction with Insights Roku Network to provide a platform that would allow and enable these performers to be seen on a vehicle that serves over 91 million homes. 850-999-2870. Info at Insight.
Yes, sir. And we're going to live stream it. We're going to have it on our Roku channel, 25th and the 26th. And anybody interested need to give us a shout out. We're going to do a virtual showcase. Let these independent performers get a chance to highlight themselves. Let their material be seen everywhere. That's Sunday, strictly gospel. The 25th, probably be buck wild. But the 26th is going to be strictly gospel. So the people that have inquired about it, it's just been amazing that it was just as far-reaching as it is. We're not a channel without borders.
That's one thing, one of many things that the technology boom has allowed. I mean, you're right, without borders. Perfect, because this isn't just citywide. This isn't just statewide. This isn't even just U.S. I mean, this is Roku, baby. We go international, baby. This is, oh my goodness. Oh, let me get my singing voice up. Is that knocked down?
Probably your singing voice.
Bow, 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 bow.
Rick, you're very psychic. we got somebody working on our gospel that has an extensive contact list with some gospel singers and performers from Africa. From Africa, you talking about blowing up? Rick, from Africa. They said, just let me handle this end for you, coach. I'm going to get the information you want. Don't worry about it. I got some contacts in Africa. I'm like, okay, well, people want an opportunity. INSiiGHTS is giving them that opportunity. So we kind of blow. We've actually auditioned a couple of creative ideas with black shows, some black shows that some content creators have forwarded to me to try to get their content on a Roku channel. Man, everybody better follow what we do because because this is the road we're gonna blaze. We don't care about who's there, who else did it. If they didn't do it, it's INSiiGHTS. I'm just really, really big on trying to give people an opportunity.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go. Hold on. Let me take this away because you're gonna hear me. Let's go. Let's go.
Rick. We really pretty excited about it, man. We really pretty excited. And we have somebody that's gonna come on a little bit. He got some things that he's doing. And as I told him, we want to see that baby get a chance to be born. We want to give it a chance. So that's what we're about, trying to do that. Now let me move on to some things that we always argue about, and that's your basketball teams. The Phoenix Suns got blown up, and right about now it's just a changing of the guard. I mean, all of the established teams are out. The only established superstar still in it is Curry, and Curry has a lot of haters that don't want him to win. But a lot of these budding superstars, the NBA is actually phasing those guys out. I mean, the new guys are taking over. It's the young guns now, shooting them out.
I mean, and it kind of started last year with Milwaukee and Giannis and the crew winning. And this year, I mean, if Boston doesn't win, they're 17th. Let's hope not. I know you're a Boston. You have love for Boston. I don't.
No. What I give Boston is the respect to be the first team to have 5 black ball players. And Sam Jones was my uncle, who played on the team. But I was always pulling for the Lakers, let the truth be told. I was not pulling for the Celtics.
But no Lakers, no KD. Philly's out. Miami's still in there, but wow, you're right. This is a little changing of the guard, and it's going to be a fun semifinal series. This is going to be fun. Final Four. I'm going to enjoy this most definitely.
Well, as an old coach, it's team basketball. What you don't see is the constructed superstar teams would had to have 3-star superstars and be able to function and take over. All of them have plummeted. You basically have pretty good teams. Boston didn't construct their team like that. They added some pieces, but most of their stars were drafted and brought up in the Celtic legend. So it's something to be said about that. The Miami culture, they picked up Jimmy Butler, who Philadelphia traded because Ben Simmons wanted him to be gone because he didn't want anybody else handling the ball but him. But it's a different culture in Miami. Yeah, right. How did that do? Now the other piece is, it's Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? Are you even watching it?
Wait, hold up. I care. Natties, baby. We sorry as all get out this year, but I still care. Wait,
hold on. What you doing with Washington jersey? Any other time, you don't want to have nothing to do with Washington. Now, baseball season, you grab a sweatshirt.
Nope. Washington, Capitals, Wizards, even the WNBA team, Mystics. I'm a Washington fan. True and true. Not the football team, however, only because of the owner. We've been through that. We don't have to rehash that. But no, I'm still Washington bred, Washington love. Be Washington till I'm so.
Okay.
Still Washington. Still
Okay.
Washington.
Okay. Still Washington. I just wondered now all of a sudden you embracing it. You know, you're gonna be one way or you're not, boy. It's a good
No.
thing, Sports Diva and Dr. Miller taking a break because they be chewing you up now. You know, they've been waiting on you since the Mother's Day show last week.
That's all right. That's all right. We're gonna have time, ladies. We're gonna have time to get together and let's all break bread and have tea and let's just discuss this like adults. Forget that. Just
Uh,
bring it next time. Don't even talk
oh,
about all that junk. Come on.
listen to him. Oh boy. Okay, I hear you.
Get my shots
I
in while I can.
oh, our executive producer, she wanted us to make sure that we talked a little bit about the number of athletes that found a screen career in acting as their career ended. Old time Jim Brown, The Rock, Michael Strahan, John David Washington, who was a Denzel son, to Morehouse.
Mhm.
And she did a good job of tying that back to our next guest, who's a former athlete and high school coach. And he's on stage or sitting here at the table with me. Brought entourage with him. He comes in, tries to take over my show, try to take over I take over the executive producer. I couldn't talk to him. I said, wait till we get on the air so I could talk about Kendall Randolph. He really has an exciting program and has some really good things going on. And invited him to be on the show and tell people himself about some of the things that he's doing and how he's going about doing it. He's a high energy guy. He's a coach that needs very little direction, but I think he's really pretty excited about
being
being
able
able
to
to
do
do
some of these
some of these
things.
things.
So
So
I
I
want to
want to
welcome
welcome
to
to
the
the
show
show
Kendall
Kendall
Randolph.
Randolph.
Appreciate you, Coach. Appreciate you. Glad to be here. Rick, what's up,
What's
man? What's
happening,
going on?
Kendall? Hey,
Now,
man.
Mick used to me. He used to how clownish I am, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna come too hard in the beginning, but I did want to say thank you very much. I appreciate both of y'all having me on the show. And you know, I'm glad to be here. Very excited about the program that we got coming up, and I want to talk to y'all about it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And no, bring it.
Yes.
Bring it.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
that's what family does, right? That's what we do, right?
That's what we do. Straight no chaser.
There you go.
Straight no chase. That's it.
So that's what we do. But what I want you to do, tell them what we got going on even tomorrow.
All right. Well, tomorrow here at Studio 13, Coach Mickey Clayton has been, you know, gracious enough to invite me and welcome me and allow me to be able to use the facility here, Studio 13, in order to have a casting call. So we are calling all creatives. What do I mean by creatives? People that have ever had any interest in being in the theater, acting, being a part of something special. This is a very organic presentation, So we're having a casting call for that. The project name is Middle School Daze. Middle School Daze. Just a little bit about me. I've always been a storyteller of sorts. So a couple of years ago, about 10 years ago or so, I got into teaching as a profession, and I've always just had a lot of stories to tell. So initially, I just started telling stories to a lot of like my friends at happy hours, family get-togethers, things like that, and they would always just, you know, the whole room would be just dying laughing. And so that progressed into me kind of getting, you know, around friends and, you know, telling stories to them and all of them always being like, you know, hey, man, you need to start writing this stuff down. You need to write this stuff down. So I did. I got me a journal and started writing this stuff down. And then I purchased a subscription to something called Final Draft. And it's a screenwriting software, if you will. So I went on ahead and started writing the stories down and just stringing them together. And before I knew it, I had what was the makings of like a script. And so I, in essence, had a screenplay. And I've always had an idea to be able to want to tell these stories on a larger scale, you know, not just to friends and family that get together, though I love doing that too. You know, I wanted to be able to tell it to a larger audience because we can not only have a good time, laugh about it, but also take on, if you will, issues, real issues, social issues, issues that not only happen in our own community, but, you know, all over the world. So I started an LLC. I did a lot of background research and on how to try to do things right. So I started an LLC. You know, I have a multimedia company called Gressiam MultiMedia, and we've got, you know, the email site, website being built, and the name of the show, the idea, once I got the settings for a screenplay, I needed to come up with a name for the show. So the name of the show is going to be I Seen It. It's I Seen It, SCENE, it, instead of I Seen It like SEEN. So it's a play on words. And, you know, we have a very intelligent audience, so I know everybody's going to catch it. I seen it in the sense of, you know, I seen it. I saw it happen. But also I seen it like a scene from a play or a movie. So that's a little play on words. And what it's going to be, it's going to be a number of shows running concurrently, consecutively, Coach. I don't know what the proper term is, but we're going to do a show every month. And it'll be a different edition. So every show will be I Seen It. But then the first one is going to be Middle School Daze edition. Let me go ahead and promo it a little bit. We already got the logo on lock. Middle School Daze edition is the first edition. That one is fully already written. And so
Didn't bring me a shirt.
I got you one, Coach. I got you one on order. So the purpose of tomorrow's meeting, the purpose of me coming on here to promo it a little bit, and the purpose of tomorrow's meeting is a casting call for the first edition, which is Middle School Daze. It's already fully written out. I'm super excited to go on ahead and get started. I think this is something that Tallahassee is going to Tallahassee and the surrounding areas, because we're going to start in Tallahassee and then everybody's going to check it out and it's going to grow. It's going to be a ripple effect. But Tallahassee really needs something like this. It's organic, it's fresh, it's raw, it's live. People are going to be talking about it, and people are going to want to come and be a part of it and see it over and over and over again. And then when we do the second show, the third show, I really do think that everybody's going to love what we're putting on, and it's going to end up being a very, very good time. So that's just a little opening, brief introduction about what the idea is or what the concept of the show is.
Okay, explain a little bit. I think there's a piece there that I need you to clarify some more and expound on is exactly tell them like how you plan to perform it a little bit. That's kind of
okay.
You saying people need to see it. Explain to them what your vision is on in seeing it.
All right. Well, the vision for people seeing it, how it will be performed, it will be in the sense of a show. So think dinner theater. All right. So let me go ahead and just paint the picture for you, draw it up a little bit. So think you're going to get super clean. This is date night. This is date night out. You know, you want to come out and have a good time. I one of my partners said to me one time, I stopped by his house just on a whim, and he was getting ready to go somewhere. And I said, yo, man, what's going on? What you doing tonight? He said, oh, man, we just going to, we're going to go out and hang out a little bit, do this and do that. And he was talking about going to a comedy show per se. And I said, okay, comedy show, that's what's up. Who's performing? And he's like, he looked right at me. He's like, Red, tell you the truth, man, I don't know. All we care about is going out and having a good, safe time in Tallahassee. That's what we want to accomplish. If I accomplish that, I'm happy. So I took that to heart and I took that to mind. And that is kind of what I can guarantee that this definitely is not a comedy show per se. What this show is imagine date night or a good, safe, fun night out in Tallahassee. You're going to come in. It's like dinner theater. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with dinner theater, but we are going to perform. There will be a stage set up. There will be actors here, and we are going to perform. I want you to think in the mind of the Chappelle Show with a combination of In Living Color from back in the day. So we're going to perform sketch comedy, 3, 5, 7-minute segments, but it's going to also be telling a story. The story is already written out, and art imitates life. So it's based on a lot of real observations that I've seen. And then I am a true bullshit artist and a storyteller, and I embellish all the time anyway. So it's my take on real life events, current events, funny things, embellishments. So I've written a few stories like that. The first one is in a middle school setting, if you will. So it's a sketch comedy show like that. You come in, you get to sit down, very, very, social environment, professional environment, clean, upstanding. Us folks, we in there chilling, having a good time, a great night out. But instead of just we'll have, there will be a musical component to it. There will be a comedy component to it. There's going to be a theater component to it, a theatrical component to it. And it's going to tell a story, and it is going to really touch a lot of we're trying to hit on the entire emotional spectrum. I'm gonna make your ass laugh and cry in the same show.
Now that's an ambitious undertaking, but you feel his energy coming across with what he's doing. And when he talked to me about it, it probably took me about 5 minutes to think a little bit that this might really be something exciting to happen and to come to the city, and for him to actually have a chance to put this together. So we will actually have those events, performances here at Studio 13. And we hope that everybody gets a chance to come out and see it, because it'll be limited seating. And we don't want, I remember when I talked to you earlier, INSiiGHTS family, we talked about Roy Wood and his coming home and doing something back home. And this is what he said. He said, Coach, I don't want to be in an outside area. I want to be inside. I prefer for arena to be black. And if you look around, that Studio 13 is black. He said, I'd like about 100 to 125 people. That's the ideal situation for us to perform in, because we get a chance to know our audience and we get a chance to know them, and it's a real closed environment. And that's exactly what Studio 13 is. I thought he had seen Studio 13 for him to describe what he likes to perform in as a comedy spot. So what we're doing is teaming together with Kendall and his crew, and doing some things to help make this a reality for him.
Yes, sir.
And ever since we kind of started on this path, even though he doesn't need much energy, I would call and talk to him, and he would kind of be a little bit later pushing some things off. And I like to put things out today. I get upset about trying to do it later. And so he didn't need much spurring on that. He was like, "Hey, that's that. You right, Coach. That's just what I was thinking, man. And you right. Let's get it going." So
yeah,
he hyper, and I love that. He wants to do this and live this dream to see. We talk again about the baby needs to be born. We keep saying that. Kendall, I need you to get off base just a little bit. And share with everybody how you actually feel right about now.
Man, amazing. I feel like I'm actually have located my lane, if you will. I've always felt like this. I've always had this propensity to tell stories. I've always had this propensity to make people laugh, have a good time, be free-hearted, also be very helpful. I think this is going to allow me to, perform my passion through one of the big things to me, which is community service. I've always been a community servant. I've did community service in the past in the sense of coaching, high school coaching and teaching, giving back to the youth. Man, I've been a community servant for the past 20 years. So this is just another, we grow and we mature, and I'm not finding the right word right now, but what I'm trying to say is this is just the next phase of me. This is the next phase of me, my life, what I think I was put here to do. And so I'm very passionate about this project. I feel so good because everything is coming together. Like ever since I listened to I received the tap and I listened to the Lord clearly, and He said, "Hey, man, you've been putting this together in your mind for like 10 years. So instead of just riding around and thinking about it, it's the old saying, don't talk about it, be about it. So now this is my way to be about it. I've helped other people build their business. I want to, be an example to my kids. I got my beautiful daughter over here with me tonight. My other daughter's birthday, I want to say happy early birthday. Shameless plug. Happy early birthday to my firstborn daughter, Kayla Randolph. I got my other daughter here with me tonight, Kaya Randolph. So it's an example of to my own children, to other children, to people in my community, to people in my circle. I've got my casting director, business partner, friend here, Lisa Alexander. Y'all can see her back there. But yeah, just I feel great, man. I feel great. I feel like this is the beginning of something huge, something big. I cannot wait to get started. I cannot wait for you all to show up and we do the casting call. I can't wait to meet all the talented actors that don't even know that this is what they are supposed to be a part of for the next year, 2 years, and ongoing as it grows to something, monumental. And yeah, man, I'm excited. Let's do it.
I'm really, really excited for you. And a special shout out to all of you within my voice who listen and watch this. You need to reach out. No experience is needed. None is necessary. The biggest thing you have to have is #want to. If it's something that you want to do, you dreamed about doing, you thought about doing, this is your time. It's not set up in an environment to embarrass you. It's an opportunity. I don't care what you've done in the past. This is an opportunity to get in and be able to be involved with something that could ultimately actually change your life. You know, a lot of times you just need a sense of purpose to do things. It has to be a reason, and this could be your reason. You don't know. The Lord may be calling you to do this. It may be something to keep you from. You might come to cast call and don't go with one of your buddies somewhere who gets in trouble. I mean, I'm not saying that for you, but we exactly had that same situation with one of our students when we were working in the booster club. And they said, Coach Clayton, if you ever need me, let me know. I said, okay. So I called them. We needed some assistance with what we were doing for the Fang Cafe, what we do in the pregame. So they came and helped that Saturday. That Monday, she comes in my office crying, just crying. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? She said, Coach, I remember when I told you if you need me, let me know. I'd come help. I said, yeah. She said, well, I came and helped. Yeah, you did. Well, I was supposed to go back home with one of my girlfriends back to Live Oak. She said she killed her man. She stabbed him to death. And I'd have been with her. And I'm like, get out of here. I said, not what I just read in the paper. She said, yes, sir. I was supposed to be with her. And I was like, wow. She said, but you called me and needed me, and I came to help. So I'm just saying that to say that sometimes you got to listen to that tiny voice that talks to you for you to recognize opportunities when it comes to you. Hey?
Beautifully said, Coach. Beautifully said. Couldn't agree more.
Coach, I need you to tell them a little bit more about if you decided now, because I know we talked about having plan A and plan B and see him looking down, see. And if anybody watch that show, no, we don't ever really prep. We just go with how we go.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on with it. Come on with it, Rick.
So
See how you doing, Rick? See how you doing, Rick? Come on with it, man. Come on.
Tell me about a couple of the show ideas that you have if it's not tipping your hand. It might not be the one you do on the first show. It might be one you do later.
Yeah.
You got hundreds of them. Just kind of whet their appetite a little bit with what they're going to see and the type of scenes and skits that you're going to produce for them.
Well, so for instance, I'll just run back through it a little bit without telling too much. A couple of the show titles. I'll start with a few of the titles. Just a couple of titles is we're going to do the name of the show itself is I Seen It, like I said, and then it's going to be I Seen It this edition, I Seen It that edition. So there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 editions, and we plan on running them monthly. One of the editions that we plan on doing is a Valentine's Day edition. We're definitely going to do a Valentine's Day edition. We're going to do a Christmas edition. We just missed the opportunity to.
Okay, stop. So if you do a Valentine's edition, just give us an idea of what some of the skits might be about. I can guess, but I'd like for you to tell people about you. I don't know y'all, so I'm just asking. I have an idea what he's doing. I'm learning along with you.
Okay, so I'll talk specifically about the first edition then, since we want specific information. Middle School Daze. the Middle School Daze edition, is going to be, is going to follow the framework of a day, one day in a school day. So it will start off with, say, morning announcements. Then you will go to first period. That's one scene, morning announcements. Next scene being first period, second period, third period. Doing intermission. Lunch would be intermission. Fourth period, fifth period, sixth period. And then the closing scene is going to be in the semblance of a school dance, if you will.
So we'll see this through the eyes of.
Okay. It's going to be a combination of mainly through the eyes of the kids, mainly through the eyes of a middle school kid, but it's also going to be narrated through the eyes of a male mentor, father figure, teacher. It'll be through the eyes of a school administrator, through the eyes of a dean of students. Dean of students is one of the main, characters. Through the eyes of a teacher, male teacher, mentor, and through the eyes of about 15 central characters, which are students, 15 central student characters. It is going to touch on, there's a couple of scenes that talk about, the things that issues that they're dealing with. And I'm talking about the kids now. And it's a dance. It's a dance between the adults, which are the responsible people, the rule enforcers, if you will, this and that, the people that teach them. But also in today's school setting, we're not just teachers. We help raise them. We help discipline them. We help instill daily behaviors, because through social media and through the lack of interpersonal relationships that they have, they don't deal with a lot of people or the right way, properly. So we have to teach these kids on a daily basis sometimes just how to act. You and I can be sitting here as grown-ups talking, and they'll walk right up and start talking, and we have to stop and say, hey, wait. When two grown-ups, the old...
Oh, you mean like when I was talking to my executive producer?
That part.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
I'm a big kid
okay.
too. I'm
okay.
a big kid too. So we'll have to tell them, hey, you're supposed to say, excuse me, before you, little things like that. So
Rick.
It's for it's through the eyes of the kids. They are dealing with so much. Mm-hmm. I will look at y'all and I'll look at you. They are dealing with so much on a higher, more crazy level than we ever did. And our generation, this and that, it's just amazing. And so through me being a teacher and through me being in the setting of being around them for the past 10 years, and also being a trusted mentor to them and a trusted figure in their life, father figure, coach, sports coach, this and that, and somebody that just keeps it real with them. You can't be fake with these kids. The one thing you have to genuinely care about them too. There's an old teacher saying that you can't teach them anything academically. They don't care anything about what you know until they know you care about them. So in taking that, I've been privy to a lot of inside information, scenes, things that I probably wouldn't have seen or been able to witness or been able to help them through. They'll come to me, about advice, things like that. And so just all of these things through the eyes of the kids, it is my take on what I see or saw them go through on a daily basis, weekly basis, yearly basis. And so it applies to and it touches on a lot of very, very serious aspects of our lives, but also some very lighthearted and crazy aspects of our lives. And so it will literally leave you saying, looking at somebody or looking at each other and saying, damn, did you see that? And yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you have an abundance
I seen it
of material. I'm sure. Just, and I was just kind of curious about it. Mm-hmm. Whose eyes it was being seen through. I wanted you to explain to people a little bit more about what you were doing and the exact structure of what you were doing.
Well, yeah, that's going to be.
And there's a lot of ways you could go in terms of teaching lessons, educating people, educating adults with understanding what they're going through.
Right.
And then I'm sure there are countless humorous moments in there that you like, did you just really see what they just did or what they said? I'm excited.
Thank you. Me too.
Rick?
It does seem like a lot of teachable moments there
Today?
for all involved,
Can you hear?
adults as well as students. One thing I did want to ask, Kendall, is this, and about the casting call tomorrow. Who are
Yes,
you
sir.
looking for? What kind are you looking for? Adults? Are you looking for students? Are you looking for a combination? And not just for tomorrow, are you looking for down the road as well?
Well, right now, to be honest with you, Rick, I'm looking for everybody because the Lord put it on my spirit to say to myself, and what he kind of said to me was, I don't know who I don't know yet or who I am looking for to fill this particular role, this particular character, this particular scene. So right now I want to build a talent base. I want to build just an overall database of every creative spirit under the sun, but especially in our area since we're having the casting call here in Tallahassee tomorrow. But I really am looking for now specifically for the casting call tomorrow and probably the first, 16 and up, probably tomorrow's casting call, just because some of the roles that we're going to be looking for are the roles of the students can be played, but we haven't really got to the point now, I don't think, where we're going to be casting for children per se, but I definitely do want to get access to all actors and creative spirits in our area for future productions, because like I said, I've already written six full screenplays, scripts, if you will. We already have about 5 or 6 editions. We have over 100 sketch comedy skits already written, done, ready to roll tape on, and they go the gamut. They'll go the gamut of from 5 and 6 year olds all the way up to 80 something year olds and everything
Wow.
in between. We have one sketch and one scene that's in an assisted living facility or in that setting, and then we have another one that's in a daycare setting. So when I tell you I'm looking for everybody, I'm looking for everybody. Specifically for tomorrow, though, probably upper high school students, college age students. Now I do want to mention that we have a super talented director, producer, and actress that is tentative that she's on board with us. She's excited about the product, the what we're putting on. Kayla B, I want to give a shout out to Kayla B. I'll wait for the reveal for us to find out exactly what she is. A senior theater student here in the area. We have some theater students. FAMU Theater is on board and have a super invitation out to them. A lot of them are home for the summer right now, but what we're going to do during the casting call meeting tomorrow, we're setting up a Zoom link as well, and they are going to be logging in from, I talked with 2 or 3 of them, and they're like, well, I went home for the summer. I'm in Fort Lauderdale. I'm here. I'm there. Beautiful. We're going to leverage technology. We're in 2022. You know what I'm saying? I worked in a setting where we shut down our schools and was sent home, and we taught from the house for 2 years. So Zoom and all of that is in effect, and I know it works. So we're going to leverage technology tomorrow. We're going to invite people to it is a hybrid casting call, if you will. Absolutely, if you're in Tallahassee, because we want to lay eyes on you. So I want you to come on in and do your thing in person. But if not, I want you to at least log in. If you're out of town and can't make it tomorrow, that's fully understandable. Log in, participate in it, because you can get the information that we need you to have. We can exchange information and find out who you are moving forward. And so we're gonna tomorrow, as far as the students that are out of town, we're gonna make lemonade by not being able to access them. So we're gonna access our local talent that we have here in person. But then when they return, when they come back, like for some return B or whatever, then they come on board, and then we're even that much more. You know what I mean? Like I said, this thing is gonna grow. It is going to grow. Like a wildfire, but a wildfire in a good way. Ain't burning down about shit.
And see, in addition, Rich, you have to remember, some of these shows are actually be on Roku. We will stream some, and we also Insights. We produced Game Day, the movie, with which you were in, and we also have another one, Parentals, that we cut. So we also will be talking to a few of them at the cast call. So if you come and it doesn't work out for you, we'll be shooting real soon for our next movie. And we work together in terms of this.
it doesn't have to be either or. It's not one against the other. You know, you might end up being in both projects.
Absolutely.
You know, but we just want to provide opportunities for you, and especially for kids who look like us. And as somebody had made a comment, KJ, we call her too cute when she tried out for basketball. Now she's all big time movie star out there. She said, if y'all had something going in Tallahassee, I wouldn't have had to go all the way to California. If we ever got it growing closer, there's a lot of people who like to do it. And well, here's the opportunities. You never know where you're going. And we had Rick Brown. What were you, the athletic director in the trailer?
Yeah, and I saw that comment
Rick Brown was in that one, y'all. He was live and living color. So you never know what's going to happen. And I keep saying, the baby deserves to be born. I'm excited for Kendall. When he talked to me, it was something that I think I was blessed to be a part of and to be able to provide an opportunity and a platform for him and others like him. But one of the things I liked about him was that, unfortunately, for him, he reminded me of myself, which is we're going to go full steam ahead and see what happens. And like I said, I've been in that spot, you know, where we look at INSiiGHTS and how we've done that, and people who said we wouldn't do it, and now we get ready to have our INSiiGHTS Roku network channel. Get out of here.
Congratulations, Coach.
Congratulations. Thank you. You know, just think about that, Rick. You know, and if we can do something that provides an opportunity for somebody else, get out of here. You know, that's something that we absolutely, positively have to do. You know, that's just how I see it, y'all.
It's much appreciated too. Much appreciated.
It couldn't happen to a better guy or a better opportunity for you to be able to do that.
Yeah,
and
be
able to share it with everybody.
Scrolling through the feed of your thoughts inside my head. Your imagery is cracking me, I might take my last breath. Feels like you've been pushing me, wanting me to collapse. It told me something when my brother said it. Yeah, we're breaking down, we get shut out. We wanna end it all right now. Sometimes we doubt who's all around. Put your hands up if you stay stuck in the clouds. And we don't plan on coming down.
All right.
See, that creativity. You never know till you know.
Rick, was that your first time seeing it, Rick?
Yes.
What you think, man?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Oh boy,
let's go, Rick. Come on, baby. Let's
go. Hey,
let's
go.
I
don't know if you heard me yelling earlier.
That's what I'm talking
about.
Come on through.
Oh, this is awesome, man. I am so happy for you.
Thank you.
Because and I feel your energy here, way down south. I feel your energy, and that is going to keep it up. Keep it up. It's going to carry you, and it's going to carry this project.
That's the plan, Stan. That's the plan, baby.
That's right.
Well, we appreciate you, Kendall, being here.
I appreciate y'all
and being on the MicknRick show. And Rick, we'll take a lot of pictures, and we might even stream a few minutes of it. Let people know what they're missing and let them know what's coming. And the fact that opportunities exist. So it has to be, it doesn't take you a real great step. It just takes a step. Just take a step in the direction, and we'll take the rest of the steps. If we have to take you by the hand and walk you through it, then that's what we'll do. And you can get in and be a part of the original cast.
Right.
You know, you can't be a part of the third cast and be the original cast. The original cast is that. That's like being on the original football team. You can't come in 12 years later talking about I was on the first team.
Right.
So come be a part of something and watch it grow. If you want to be a part of something that you can lean on and say that you were a part of that, then you need to come on by the cast call. If you miss it, all the contact information is there. You can get in touch with Kendall. He'll work something out to see what talent you have. Might put you in a little group scene to get you started if you're shy or nervous.
Absolutely.
A non-speaking part.
Yep.
We
need extras. We need extras.
So it's always a plan, and it's always just like in coaching. You have different people that you have to develop till they become better. And sometimes you have to get some confidence in them for them to believe in themselves. But be around people that are supportive of you, that want you to do well, and to be there where you can be a part of something. Did I miss something there, Kendall?
You did a great job, Coach. I want to, just take this opportunity to thank you because you did touch on something that I want to articulate, but I didn't say. I felt it since we came in and started on this journey together. So, he has definitely, Coach Mickey Clayton has definitely instilled a high level of confidence in me to be able to, after our initial meeting and after our initial conversation, when he's like, "What you trying to do, man?" And I kind of started telling them the idea. And the first few minutes went from, to, then I could kind of see it on his face. Then he kind of, I could see his wheels starting to turn, and then I could see, and he has said a few things to me that have really not only let me know that these stars lining up and the God sent message that I got to do this, I'm chasing my dream too. So the message just to piggyback on what he's saying is this my first, y'all be gentle. This my first time too. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get that together. We're gonna get that together, but it's gonna be a hell of a ride. And we're gonna shock the world. We're gonna shock the world. We're gonna start with Tallahassee. We're gonna start with Tallahassee, and then we're gonna end up shocking the world. And so, I just want to tell you, man, appreciate you. He's been nothing but instrumental, been supportive, and been a good just a great influence. I want to give a shout out to my boy, my graphic artist specialist, and the person that is behind all of the magnificent logos and graphics that you all see on every snapshot and logo for. I seen it. Mr. Charles Weaver, Chuck Weaver, my boy CeeLo Weave up in Atlanta, Georgia. It's him on the track as well, the musicals. And so just want to give full credit to my team, everybody that's here. We got Jordan, baby. I neglected to mention you in the house here supporting me. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have my full team here tomorrow, putting on the event here, the casting call here in Studio 13, 4413. I'm sure you got it up on your website and everything. 4413 Entry Park Boulevard here in Tallahassee, Florida, 32310. Zip code, right, man?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So just come through, man. Y'all come through tomorrow. Have fun. Yeah, Rick, I'm a damn fool. Come through. Have fun. Visit with us tomorrow. Do the casting call. Contact us. Let me go ahead and tell you right quick. If you cannot make it tomorrow, the Zoom link will be up. All of the information was on the previous promo there, but the email, Gressiam Multimedia's email is info.gressiammultimedia@gmail.com. Once again, info.gressiammultimedia@gmail.com. And yeah, register, come through. Let's go. Let's get it started, because you are going to want to be a part of this once it gets going. We're going to go ahead and start rehearsals in a couple of weeks. We're going to go ahead and roll out a couple of shows over the summer. A July show as a preview, another one in August, and then we're going to hit the ground running in September with the main show. So, couple of mini shows here over the summer to get us started, work out the kinks, if you will, and then we going. And then we already got a homecoming edition. I'm probably tipping my hat a little bit too much, but we got a Rattler homecoming edition that's going to be better than the biggest, baddest Skip Hunter homecoming parties that y'all used to doing back at there you go, Rick. If you're a true rattler, then you know about having to get Skip goddamn ticket on Tuesday or Wednesday of homecoming and get to the moon an hour later if you want to. Your ass can't get in. So you know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. That's the type of energy, and that's the type of production, and that's the type of crowd, and that's the type of good time that we plan on having, that we're going to have. And so I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Thank you, Coach. Let's go.
Oh, you're welcome. And it's something that we're doing. Again, y'all, we have the capabilities to do it, a platform to do it. We have a building to put it in. Nobody controls our building but me.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it's in alignment with the vision of McFord Enterprises. It's in alignment with that. And trying to assist you with your dream,
right,
is really important.
Yeah.
And I've talked to Kendall a number of times already about following his own dream and not following the naysayers and people who tell you that you can't do something.
Yes, sir.
And I keep saying the baby deserves to be born.
Yes, sir.
And we also talked about the art of business is taking care of business.
Right.
And so we kind of stay on track with that. And there's always a method and a reason behind the things that we do. Before we go, I'm gonna share something with you. Rick, you already know. You've seen it, Rick. You've been a part of it. That's it. Hello, everybody. This is Coach Mark Johnson. Hey, from the Bull Rush. Y'all know about it. Go Bulls. We want to make sure everything goes good for you this football season. And we got a few things that we want to make sure that you remember as we highlight the upcoming football season. First thing, parking is key.
I paid $1,500 for this parking spot. And it's a damn bus behind me. I got problems with that. Can you help me with that?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't sound like you can help me, so let me tell you what you're going to do.
We do this as a part of our job.
Oh, no. You guys gonna go up, you're gonna do a U-turn, you're gonna come out. No, if you don't come out, we're gonna tow you. Sir, we're gonna tow you.
Well, we have to win the SEC Bull Rush.
We will win, but we need your support because, you know, if we do win, we do get, what is that, next home game?
Yes,
we'll be
girl.
recognized.
And we're your favorite nieces.
Yes.
I know one thing. This car can't get towed, honey, because I ain't walking.
I can't walk. I'm not walking. I'm going to have to slide my way up out of here.
Hey, stop. Hey, didn't I tell you to stop? Stop this. I am the athletic director of this school.
What part of this a $5,000 Bull Rush sponsor are you not understanding?
Stop!
We're not involved in the budget process at all. Athletic department makes their budget up and they'll ask us what do they think that we can contribute, and we do, and they put that in the budget.
Okay, damn it. I got something for your behind.
On the bus. Wait a minute, you come in here on game day? You trying to embarrass me?
Where's my money, man?
Look, man, we gonna get your money, man.
No.
Hold on, man. Back up, man.
Well, when you come in, they call you Little Popo.
You got that right. Why do we even pay you to do this stuff here? You know what? We get something better, cheaper than this, than you.
$10 what? $10. You need to pay $10 over here. I'm not kidding you. No.
Okay, but you ain't listen to your dad.
No.
And it's your dad's car.
Yes.
It's towed. And there's guns in the car.
Yes.
Man, this ain't a good day for you.
You won't be here too long.
Do y'all talk?
Your ass still standing here.
Rick, I see you. Rick, I
Big
see
things
you.
popping. Big things popping.
Rick, I see you. Rick, you forgot about how you performed in that, huh? You said you gonna walk up on me? Rick, what you gonna do with Big Boy?
Man, hey, Big Boy about to get cut
You
in the
gonna
knees.
get your ass out the way. That's what you was gonna do.
Oh, you're gonna get cut in the knees. Hit him low. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh, this is gonna be great. That brought back some memories.
See, Kendall, that is
That's what I was trying to tell you. People told me we couldn't do it.
Right.
We did it.
Absolutely.
Now what we're gonna do is release it, and we go, and that's what I got a channel now. We can put it on our own network, so nobody makes that decision but us.
Right.
So what we're trying to tell you, not about me, but about you and the opportunity I know because I've been there.
Right.
And how people try to people do enough stuff that they try to hurt you.
Right.
You know, because they don't want to help you. They want to see you succeed, but that's not how we roll. That's not how we operate. You know,
man, I appreciate you, Coach.
Man, it's all right. Gene Granger brought you to me. Gene
Absolutely.
So when Gene said, "This is my assistant," which I knew, you were good people.
Yeah, I cannot neglect to mention my boy. My bad, Gino. I can't neglect to mention my boy Gino Capo. I call him because I've been working with him for the past 10 years in a business as a business partner, business venture. And everything that I am patterning this and everything that I'm doing, I have learned from Gene Granger. And we learned it together through trials and tribulations, but he's one of the best business minds that I know. And yeah, we are taking the sticker off a successful model that we already have, and we putting it on another chapter, another version and a branch. So, you know,
I gotta cut you off. You got a comment on here. Somebody said better than a skip on a party. He's saying something right there.
Let's go. Yeah, that's the challenge.
That's what one of your fans is watching it.
That's the challenge. But I do not say that lightly. I was in the skip on the parties. I know. I am a rattler through and through.
Rick, they talking about we gotta put Sports Diva in the next movie. These comments are killing me. They go Sports Diva. No, Rick. They're not gonna let a show go by without messing with you. It's a good thing Dr. Miller not here to mess with you too.
Yes.
They like to bother Rick. We got people that come on here just to say something to Rick.
They love the
Rick,
double team.
quiet now?
Quiet. When have I ever quiet?
When Dr. Miller came on, we had Dr. Miller come on. She saw his face, and she said, "Oh, Rick, now that you see my face, you quiet?" And he didn't know what to say. Boy, had people called in. She shut him up. Yes.
Yeah, that part.
Look at him. That part right there. He can't say nothing about it.
I take it.
Oh, there they go. Sports Diva and Vanessa. They said, Vanessa, they are not ready for me. Sports Diva talking junk. Oh,
come on, Sports Diva. Let's go.
Sports Diva said to tell you good luck with your cast call.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Sports Diva. Appreciate it. I hope to see you there. I hope to see you at the shows.
Yeah, we want to see Sports Diva because she stayed hidden. We want to see who that is. Boy, these comments coming in. I love it. I think we've had a real good show. You know, we hope that it educates people, enriches them, entertains them, and enhances them.
Right.
And I'm sure they had to learn something about this show tonight, and a lot about you. Those people who didn't see you, if they didn't see the show live, that they come back on later and watch it, that they'll get a feel of who you are, what you're trying to do, and that they want to be a part of building it. If they don't want to be a part of building it, then they can stay where they're at, and I feel it's going to be hurt. But if they want to be a part of building something, then they could come on out here.
I'm a native son, man. I'm a native Tallahassean. I'm a rattler, born and raised right here through and through. I'm just trying to go on ahead and fulfill my destiny, as well as put on a good time for us. So support your boy. Go ahead, support your boy. Come on out. You know, when we get to a finished product, when we putting on the shows, come on out. I promise it's gonna be a good time. You can believe that. You can believe that like you know water is wet. You can believe that. You're gonna have a good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate it. But the last thing we're gonna do, we get away from so much that we get away from some of the segments that we do because we're so
the Milwaukee Bucks take on the Boston Celtics in the second round of the NBA playoffs.
But
I can't help but think about the improbable run last season, ending with the Bucks' first NBA championship in 50 years. 50 years prior, that first Milwaukee title team was led by second-year MVP Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and crafty point guard Oscar, the Big O, Robinson. But perhaps the most underrated player on that championship squad was another second-year player out of Richmond, Virginia. In today's Remembering the Legends, we spotlight Norfolk State alum Robert Bobby Dandridge. Born November 15th, 1947, Dandridge was a star in Richmond City hoops. But most college teams thought he was too small and frail at 6'6" and 195 pounds. Not Norfolk State. And when he averaged 32.3 points and 17 rebounds his senior season with the Spartans, there was no doubt of his ability, as he helped lead the Spartans to a CIAA title and to the Division II regional finals. Pick, short for toothpick because of his slender frame, was a fourth-round selection of the second-year Milwaukee Bucks. He immediately would become a starter and an important piece in the Bucks puzzle. He averaged 13.2 points and 7.7 rebounds his first season and was named to the NBA 1969-1970 All-Rookie team. But the best was yet to come. In his second season, Dandridge upped his average to 18.1 points and 7.7 rebounds in the regular season. In the playoffs, those numbers rose to 21.5 points and 8.8 rebounds per game, second only to Kareem, and helped the Bucks become the fastest expansion team to win an NBA title. Talk about stepping up when the lights come on. A guard small forward combo, Bobby D was known for being more than just a scorer. He was a solid two-way player in the league, often being asked to guard the opposing team's top guard or wing player. For 13 seasons between the Bucks and the then Washington Bullets, Dandridge more than held his own against the likes of the Julius Irvings and George Gervins, and still averaged a steady 18.5 points and 6.8 rebounds for his career. He will play his first 8 seasons with the Bucks before the free agent moved to Washington. And much like Milwaukee, the Bullets had 2 future Hall of Famers in Wes Unseld and Elvin Hayes. But it was the addition of Bobby D that was the piece that helped the Bullets win their lone NBA title and play in back-to-back finals. He played for Washington for 4 seasons before going back to Milwaukee for 11 games during the 1981-82 season and then retiring. After retiring, Bobby D became a basketball ambassador for both the Bucks and the Bullets/Wizards. He held basketball clinics all over and even was an assistant coach at Norfolk State's rival, Hampton, for 7 seasons. He is still beloved in Milwaukee. Dandridge is still the team's all-time leader in minutes played, third in rebounds, and still 6th in points scored. Dandridge became the 8th player to have his jersey retired by Milwaukee in 2015. In all, he made 4 All-Star teams, made the All-NBA team during the 1978-79 season, and the All-Defensive team that same season. And in 2021, Bobby D was inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Often overlooked, Dandridge knew his worth, but wasn't a showboat or flamboyant. He was just a determined, consistent winner. That's why he's a legend. Bobby D.
That was a good job, Rick. We appreciate it. Bobby D. That was a good job, Norfolk State. I think we had a pretty entertaining show today, tonight. I think our young man, our hyper guy, he got all that energy. I'm so glad to see it headed towards his own mission, through his own goals, through his own program that he wants to see how it goes. And so we think he deserves that every opportunity that we can afford him to be able to do that. So we're looking forward to tomorrow, actually, see how that goes for him.
Sounds like it's gonna be an awesome, 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 awesome.
We're gonna stream some of it, so you'll be able to pick some of it up. Let people know it's still going on. They can come out and be a part, and if they miss this one, they can be a part of the next one. But Rick, I appreciate you. I know you got a drive coming up. Our prayers are still with you. It's a rough time. With your dad passing. Like I said, I've been there. I know what it's like. When you're going through it, and you have our prayers with you as you travel and as you get there, and the family comes all together. That you can be that strength for people who need it, and that God strengthens you so that you'll be able to help everybody else.
Indeed, thank you, Coach, and thank you for running the Bobby. God works in mysterious ways. My pops and Bobby D were actually friends.
You should have said that in the story. Why?
I had it all out, and but it was too personal. It was just too Rick being stupid Rick, and telling how I met him and all of that in the story. And
how did you meet him?
I told my pops that Bobby D was coming to my elementary school, and he was like, "Pick?" Oh, I went to school with him. I was like, "You did not go to school with Bobby D. Come on." And he was like, "No, we're friends. Ask your mama." We went, and so he said, "All right, check it out. Get a chance, run up to him and just yell pick, and watch he turn around and look at you." And so somehow I got away from the class when he was leaving, and I ran up. I said, "Mr. Dandridge, pick." And he turned around and looked at me, and I said, "My name's Arthur Richard Brown Jr." And he was like, and he just smiled. And his eyes just lit up, like, "Oh, I could tell you stories," like that. He was like, and then he went on, tell your dad hi, how's your mom, blah blah blah, and went on all that. And I had to call my dad up and said, "You were right. Wow." you do know Mr. Dandridge. So that's how I met him. And he's a humble but superstar, Hall of Famer, and the timing was just perfect. So
wow, that's
thank you,
great.
Coach.
Oh no, wow, I didn't know that, and it just happened that when I played it, that was somebody that was close to him. Wow, would you say about God working, how God works?
Indeed,
Oh man,
indeed.
that's pretty deep right there, Rick.
And Sports Diva, don't worry about Denzel. I'm not going after Denzel's job. No, stop it. I saw it, Sports Diva. I'm gonna get you though. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get
Between it wasn't Dr. Miller today. It was Vanessa on it. So I said they on my board today. Hey, we appreciate y'all. We gonna wrap it up here.
Hey,
Stay up to date with the latest from INSiiGHTS. Visit our website at INSiiGHTS.com. 2 I's in the middle. INSiiGHTS.
INSiiGHTS is a copyright of Mac4 Enterprises, a Florida corporation. This broadcast is produced under the exclusive ownership of Mac4 Enterprises and is the intellectual property and trademark of Mac4 Enterprises. Comments of the host and other individual speakers on INSiiGHTS represent their independent thoughts and representation.
A lot of love for everybody. Hey, y'all pay attention. The Roku premiere of INSiiGHTS Network on Roku is coming, so put INSiiGHTS in there so you can keep up with us and follow us. We appreciate y'all. Love INSiiGHTS family. Rick, you be careful, man. We love you here.
All right, Coach.
Be safe.